Stop sleeping around. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of P Week's Pretty and Petty Podcast. If you're new here, my name is Heather, and I do talk about things that no one asked me for. And today's episode is going to be about, what's today's episode? Oh, marriage. Just a couple of things that I think is universal for, like, not tips, but, just something to think about before you get married or becoming a wife specifically. So yeah, that's today's subject. The products I'm using today are the same. I am going to be going in a different order, but I'm not going to explain it. You'll just see if I remember to do it. So that's that. But of course, first we're going to get the eyebrows on. I'm back. Brows are on, so let's go ahead and get into the subject. Number one, first thing I want to mention, before you decide that you want to become a wife, let's make sure that you have a vision of what you want your life to look like. Now, like I mentioned, I am doing things a tad bit different. So my smile lines are really bad. So I saw to just put powder on it before you do your foundation. So I'm going to do that first. No, okay. Question. I feel like this is the wrong undertone. Now that I'm learning a little bit more about makeup, I feel like this is a little too orange. I feel like everything is a little too orange. So what route do I need to go in order to get the correct stuff? Like if this shade of foundation is too orange, what shade of foundation do I need? Like stuff like that. What I mean by have a vision for your life is, what do you want to see yourself doing within that marriage, within the first 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, etc. What personal goals do you have for yourself, or what personal goals do you want to bring to the table with your partner and stuff like that? And also you have to see, like, how does marriage play a part in that vision? Like, is it going to counteract with it, or is it going to replace it, or what? Next thing is the source of income. So with source of income, of course you want to have a source of income before you get into a marriage, because if things don't go how you think they're going to go, then are you going to be able to support yourself, without your spouse's income? I really hate this brush. I just ordered me more brushes, so they may be here next week for the episode, they may not, but I did order new brushes because these are, I don't like them. And they say I need to learn how to do the concealer with the brush, but I really dislike these brushes. But I'm gonna try it just for the video today. It's too long, but I don't have a shorter brush I can use. I'm gonna go back in and finish with the Beauty Blender. I like that the brush keeps it where I place it unless I drag it down. But see, this, I don't really like that. It looks like I have raccoon eyes. So I'll just bring it down a little bit. Let's go ahead and use the blender, because, especially for my nose. Bring it down just a little bit. But I pretty much like the placement that is given on the forehead, so I think I'm gonna do it like that from now on. And this time I'm gonna set it before I bake. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, contour. But anyway, yeah, I don't know where I left off, but I know we was talking about income. So just make sure you have a good source of income before you go into marriage. It also will give you a voice on how, when it comes to financial decisions, it'll give you a voice, because it's not, just your money or just your spouse's money. It's both it's both incomes, so you'll have a voice that way as well. Next thing is take care of your body. You already know what I mean by take care of your body. Exercise. You was exercising before you got married. You need to keep exercising after you get married. Now, majority of the time, we do get too comfortable in the marriage, and we gain that happy weight. But with both of the comfortabilities, you both gotta know when to. Well, I'm not gonna include both people because I'm mainly talking about becoming a wife. So you have to, don't let yourself go. It's very, very hard not to, especially, when you start having children. A lot of us, I'm not going to include me because, hello, but a lot of women don't snap back after having kids, and then you don't have the time, the patience, the energy to go to a gym or to work out or whatever. But not saying that you have to do that, but you still have to take care of your body. Drink water. Even though I don't like water, I'm gonna just point that out before my wife does. I don't like to drink water, but drink your water, eat your fruit, eat your vegetables, take your vitamins, take your medicine if you have anything prescribed. That's taking care of your body, because your mood, your confidence, your well-being, all of that is affected whether you do so or not. So just take care of it so it can be affected in a good way and not in a bad way. And that also goes for mental as well. Take care of your mental as well, because without that, you will not have anything. Now, this one, I feel like with the generations, what is it, Gen X and beyond, whatever's going to be beyond, I don't think y'all really care for cooking anymore, but you need to learn how to cook. Because one way to a man's heart, one way to your woman's heart is good food. So a good home cooked meal, it'll do it every time. And you don't have to become a professional chef or anything like that, but learn the basics, learn how to cook a good breakfast, and learn how to do something simple in all three areas: breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert if you have that type of person. Learn something different in all of those, categories, and then just advance as you go. Because whether it's spaghetti or pancakes, if you make it with love and care and whatever, they're gonna appreciate it. And try to be honest up front. If you don't know how to cook, I know sometimes that's a deal breaker, but I would rather for you to go ahead and get it out rather than settle in the relationship and then they find out later on that you can't cook, because then you lied, kinda. Next is learn about sex, and I don't mean just the physical kind. I mean the emotion that comes with it, the spiritual connection that comes with it, and all of that. Because some people, they don't get turned on just by the act of it. It's like a mental thing, and so it's like if they don't feel that mental connection with you, they're not going to get turned on, no matter how much they like you or no matter how long y'all been married. If they don't feel that emotional connection, it's not going to happen. And some people are like that on a spiritual level. If they don't have a spiritual connection with you, then nothing's going to happen. I mean, it may happen, but they may not enjoy it as much. But also with the spiritual connection, soul ties, that's why you can't be sleeping with everybody. Stop doing that, because that has a soul that connects y'all souls together, literally. Stop sleeping around. Another thing about sex is that you have to learn your body. How is somebody else going to know how to treat you if you don't know how to treat yourself? If you don't know what brings you pleasure, how you gonna tell your partner, like, how you gonna teach your partner how to please you? And so now both of y'all upset because you can't finish. Okay, let's see how this comes out in that different order. My wife won't be here to judge it today, so we'll just have to do that next time. Okay, so while this sit, I'll just talk. Also, still on the same subject because it's very important. Please learn the importance of consent, communication, and safety. Okay? Consent is a given. You should be doing that anyway, whether y'all married or not. People still get, that. I can't say it, but, people still go through that in marriages as well. And safety. Wear a condom until you feel, like you don't need one. It's okay to wear condoms when you're married. If you don't want kids, wear a condom. Just depending, I don't know if I even want to talk about it, but I guess I will. Just depending on religion. If you guys are the Christian type or anything, whatever your religion is that requires you to pray, learn how to do it. I'm still learning this myself because it's like, you know how black folks pray. We all know how black folks pray. But personally, I don't do it that way. And so sometimes people feel like it's like the bare minimum, but you pray how you want to pray. It's whatever you and the higher power got, that's between y'all. That's how y'all communicate, and no one else has to understand it, but they also should not judge you because they don't pray, the traditional way, if that even is a traditional way. But yeah, all that, like, I ain't even gonna go that far. But anyway, I don't do all that, but I'm also like shy when it comes to that, and so I'm trying to learn still. Been married 30 years, just playing, almost 5, but we just got to the point where we're trying to be more open with that. So that's still definitely a work in progress for us as well. And it's okay if you're married and you used to do it and you don't feel comfortable doing it with your partner, that's fine. But learn how to do it. I don't know what I'm supposed to use because I'm using this regular powder brush. And I don't know if I'm supposed to be using this or not. I've heard some people say pat it in. I've heard people say brush it away. And this part, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it because it don't go away. It don't seem like it does. I'm going to do my setting spray before I do my blush powder. But yeah, just practice some sort of prayer or some sort of journaling or whatever. Something that's just going to help you just in life in general, especially when it comes to like disagreements or arguments, because you will learn to respond better versus reacting. You'll learn to respond rather than react. That's really all I had. Today's video is going to be very short. Like I said before, I am getting pretty quick at doing my makeup. I've been recording 30 minutes. So when I edit, oh my God, it's probably going to be like 15 minutes long. But I ain't did no lip. Oh my God. Whatever shade this is, we're going to do that in black. See how that looks. Some key points I want to end with. Before you get married, ask yourself these questions. Are you ready to love even when you don't feel like it? Because in these relationships, people love breaking up. Every time you have an argument, you want to break up and take a break. It ain't none of that when you get married. So even if you don't feel like you love them, you love them. But are you ready to do that when you don't feel like it? It ain't no breaking up. None of that. Next question. Are you going to marry them for their potential? Potential? What? Are you going to marry them for their potential or for what they currently have? Because they could lose it all tomorrow. Are you still going to be there? And next question. Do you know what your non-negotiables are? And is your partner willing to honor those? It's kind of cute. I wish I had a lipstick this color to make it pop a little bit more. It'll be fire. I really need to stop being lazy and do my lashes for y'all, because I think it'll pop more with something up here, something bold. But to be honest, y'all, I don't want to do no eyeliner, because that crap is so hard to take off. But I love the lip. I would love it more if I had a lipstick this shade with this lip gloss on top. That'll be cute. And also with a lash. Another question, do you understand your needs? And do you know how to express them? It's okay if you don't, because it's gonna change over time. Trust me. Everything is gonna change over time after you get married. And so you have to relearn yourself. You'll have to relearn your partner. You'll have to relearn your feelings. You'll have to relearn your needs, because as time goes on, as you start having kids and all of that stuff is gonna change. Certain needs, like your non-negotiables, those will not change, but certain things will change, and you do need time to reevaluate those. So as long as you know what they are, like beforehand, like the non-negotiables especially, then that's fine. But learning how to express them, I think journaling will help with that. And also, last question, are you able to commit to growth? Are you willing to basically accept change? Because all change is not bad. It's just growth. So you have to be willing to accept your growth and also your partner's growth. And that could be with career changes, financial changes, because that kind of ties into with career change, because if you change your careers, you have to start back at the bottom. No one starts at the top. So if they're working a warehouse job making $25 an hour and they want to change careers, and so now they're going into something else, I don't even know, they're going into something completely different, the pay rate might drop. It could be a better career, but you still have to start at the bottom. Are you willing to grow with them? Are you willing to grow yourself and grow with them as they grow? So just take all of that into account, when you're, making those charts. What are those charts people make? They be like, you gotta have this, 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 and this if you want to marry me. Do you have them? Because everybody's not a sugar daddy. Everyone's not a sugar daddy. They're not going to be able to bring all that to the table. They can if you give them some time, but everybody's not going to come with that. So, yeah, just think about that. And of course, this is the look. I really like the lip. I might do the lip again when I put lashes on, just to see if I like it even more. And I don't know, child, my hair always in a ponytail. But yeah, this is the look. No wifey today. She's at work still. It's 9 o'clock. She won't get home till late. But yeah, she'll have to do it next week. If you like the video, make sure you comment and subscribe. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.